Yeah, good morning, students. This is Vikas Educational Institutions, which is located in Jangaredudam. This academic year, we are prestigiously launched. Yeah, today we will discuss about units and measurements. My dear students, up to 10th class, we know what is the measurement of length, how to measure the length, what is the measurement of time, how to measure the time, what is the measurement of weight, how to measure the weight. These are the things we will learn previously. For plus 1 onwards, we will discuss the more depth about units and measurements. My dear students, this is a very important and basic fundamental lesson for physics. Who's the students which are joined in intermediate education? In 10th class, all the preparations like reading and writing like this, but the intermediate education is entirely different for our 10th class education. But this is memory based, more things skill based. The each and every point we will discuss depth with concept wise, concept concern, and also skill oriented. That's why beware, please listen carefully. Yeah, we will start the lesson. The first one is, what is the physical quantity? What is the physical quantity? Any measurable quantity is treated as physical quantity. Measurable means a length of the table, height of the man, the distance of your home from your school, or weight of your body, or time to reach the home. These all are the physical quantities generally. These physical quantities are described in several ways. The first thing, the measurable quantity is called the physical quantity. Physical quantity. This can be described into the three ways. The first one is basic physical quantity. Basic physical quantity or fundamental physical quantity. Yeah. The second one is derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity. The third one is supplementary physical quantity. Supplementary physical quantity. Yeah, generally these are the physical quantities. All the measurements depends upon these physical quantities. My dear students, we will think about these physical quantities depends like some of the physical quantities are independent on any other physical quantity. Some of the physical quantities are depends on fundamental physical quantities. Some of the physical quantities are not in fundamental, not in derived. For those type of physical quantities are called supplementary physical quantities. Yeah, we will discuss about fundamental physical quantities or nothing but basic physical quantity. What is meant by basic physical quantity? The physical quantity which is independent on any other physical quantity, that is called the basic physical quantity or fundamental physical quantity. Generally, these are described in 7 ways. The first thing, the first basic physical quantity is length. It is represents with capital L. The second physical quantity is mass. It is represents with capital M. The third physical quantity is time. It is represents with capital T. The fourth basic physical quantity is temperature. Temperature, it is represents with Kelvin, K. Fifth one is electric current. Electric current, it is represents with amperes, A. Sixth one is quantity of substance. Quantity of substance, it is represents with mole. And the seventh one is luminous intensity, it is represents with CD, cannula. My dear students, first of all, you think about all the 7 fundamental physical quantities. These are in the bifurcation of basic physical quantity. These all are the basic physical quantities. Basic or fundamental, both are nothing but the same. Generally, sometimes in central board syllabus, we use basic physical quantities. In state board, we use fundamental physical quantity. There is no confusion different between the basic and fundamental, both are same. This is the length. The length is the one of the basic physical quantity. The second one is the mass, and third one is the time, and the fourth one is the temperature, and the fifth one is the electric current, and the sixth one is the quantity of substance, and the seventh one is the luminous intensity. Briefly discuss about length. Yeah, we want to measure the length of the table or height of a man, how far from your home to school. These all are measured in the length. The second one is the mass. This is nothing but weight. We are on the surface of the earth, some gravity presence is there na, that's why that is nothing but weight. For suppose mass, what is the mass of the ball, what is the mass of the table, what is your weight, these all are measured in the mass. And the time, already we know, the time is the one of the basic physical quantity which is independent on the any other physical quantity. The temperature already we know, cold or hotness, warm, cold, these all are the properties of the temperature generally. What is the electric current? Yeah, here is some brief discussion about the electric current. Already we know, it is in the 10th class. One thing we observe, what is the current? Let us consider a resistor. This one of resistance is R. What is a resistor? What is meant by resistor? The resistor is a device which is used to abstract or restrict the flow of electric current or flow of charges. Generally, we take the conducting wire, all the electrons will flow freely because conductor have more number of free electrons. Therefore, the electric current passing through the resistor is I. The electric current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge. It is measured in amperes. It is measured in amperes. What is meant by charge? Yeah, we know some electrons are also there na. Electron is also charged. Generally, three types of elementary particles are there. The first one is the proton, second one is the electron, third one is the neutron. The proton has the positive charge and electron have negative charge. Both have the same magnitude of charge. That value is 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. And the neutron is like a neutral charge. It has only mass. There is no charge. The sum of the electrons flow through a particular time. That is the rate of flow of charge. That is called the electric current. Generally, that electric current is observed in your home, in the wires. If you switch on, the fan will move around the center point, and if we switch on the lights, therefore the electric current flow through the wire, therefore some mechanism will be developed, the light will glow. These all are the things depends upon the electric current. But these two are the new quantities we can't listen previously. That is the quantity of substance. This term is generally chemical term. Quantity means some measurement, like for suppose the quantity of substance is represents in mole. 2 moles of gas, 10 moles of gas, 24 moles of gas, STP, NTP, these all are the configurations also there na. Therefore, the term, the quantity of substance is relative to that one. And this is new thing, luminous intensity, that is nothing but measured in cannula. What is meant by luminous intensity? Luminous intensity, intense means the amount of pressure in a unit area. The amount of pressure in a unit area. Simply like this, we take the one pin, put on the finger, just press, yeah, you feel painful. We observe clearly here, the pin tip is very sharp, which is pressure applied on the finger, therefore you feel painful. The large amount of pressure acts on a small amount of area, that is called the intense. Yeah, one more example we can say. We observe in Diwali, చిచ్చుబుడ్డి ఉంటుంది కదా, ఆ చిచ్చుబుడ్డికి పైన చిన్న టిప్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ టిప్ని మీరు కనుక ఒక్కసారి ఫైర్ చేస్తే దాని నుంచి ద లార్జ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ విచ్ క్యాన్ ఎస్కేప్ ఫ్రమ్ ద స్మాల్ ఆరిఫైస్. The large amount of energy which can escape from the small orifice. Therefore, that is the intense. If the orifice of area is very less, therefore the intensity is more. Therefore, we observe clearly according to this statement, the area of cross section is less and intensity is more. Area of cross section less ga unte intensity anedi ekkuva untundi anedi man dani batti observe chestam. The one more thing we will discuss about that, hose pipe. సింప్లీ మన ఇంట్లో ప్లాంట్స్ ఉంటాయి, మనం గార్డెనింగ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాం, పైప్ నుంచి వాటర్ తీసుకొస్తున్నప్పుడు యూ పుట్ ద ఫింగర్ ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ ద పైప్, దేర్ ఫోర్ ద వాటర్ విల్ ఫ్లో విత్ హై ఇంటెన్స్. ద ఏరియా ఆఫ్ క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ఈజ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్. అండర్స్టాండ్? ద ఏరియా ఆఫ్ క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ఈజ్ రెడ్యూస్డ్, therefore the intensity is more, therefore that is called the intensity. But what about luminous intensity? The term luminous is represents for sun. Generally on the sun some mechanisms will appear, that is a hydrogen collapse, the helium will be formed, therefore that is called the luminous means high intense, that is called the luminous intensity. It is represents with a cannula. Okay, one more thing we will discuss about derived physical quantities. What is meant by derived physical quantity? What is meant by derived? Sorry, students, the one more point discussed on the we will discuss the basic physical quantity. That point is the basic or fundamental physical quantities does not depends upon any other physical quantity which are independent. We want to mention the length, mass, time. These all are in the terms of L, M, T and K, A, mole and cannula. These are the fundamental physical quantities. Whatever the physical quantity other than fundamental physical quantity, all the physical quantities which are depends on fundamental physical quantities. కాబట్టి మనం ఇక్కడ డిస్కస్ చేసిన ఏ ఫండమెంటల్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీస్ అయితే ఉంటాయో వీటి మీదే రిమైనింగ్ క్వాంటిటీస్ అన్ని డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటాయి తప్ప వేరేది డిపెండ్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ అనేది లేదు. వాట్ ఈజ్ మెంట్ బై డిరైవ్డ్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ? యా, ద క్వాంటిటీ విచ్ ఈస్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ఫండమెంటల్ ఫిజికల్ క్వాంటిటీ. The physical quantity, the physical quantity depends on fundamental physical quantity is called derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity. Yeah, students, listen. What is meant by derived physical quantity? The physical quantity which is depends on all the fundamental quantities. There is one of the fundamental quantity. All the fundamental quantities or some of the fundamental quantities. That is called the derived physical quantity. We can say that. We will discuss the one example. For suppose area. Area, it is represents with capital A. Let us consider a square. The length of the side is small l. What is the area of the square? L square. Here we observe clearly, this can be modified into L cross L and L into L. Simply L is the length and this L is also a length. A is a area of cross section of a given square which is depends upon the length. The length is the fundamental physical quantity. That's why the area is the derived physical quantity which is depends upon fundamental physical quantity. And second one is the density. Density already we know previously we will discuss about the density, like in 10th class the density formula also we know. The density is represents with capital D. What is the formula? Mass by volume. Generally the mass in terms of capital M, volume. If we take the cube, simply like this. This is the cube. Yeah. The side of the cube is L. Simply like this. What is the volume of the cube? Length into breadth into height. In the cube, all are same. Length into length into length. It is nothing but L cube. Simply, the volume is depends on. The volume is depends on fundamental physical quantity. That's why volume is a derived physical quantity. Therefore, what is the formula for density? Density is the mass by volume. Mass is the fundamental physical quantity, and volume is also depends upon the length. That's why both are depends. The density is depends on both of the fundamental physical quantities. That's why density is a derived physical quantity. Some more number of derived physical quantities are there. We'll discuss laterally. And what about supplementary physical quantities? Supplementary. The means supplementary means, yeah, this is neither fundamental and nor derived. Maybe sometimes depends upon the fundamental physical quantity, because no one physical quantity is there which is independent on fundamental physical quantity. That's why we use the derived physical. In derived physical quantities we need not to explain. We separate from the two quantities for derived physical quantity. From derived physical quantities, these are the supplementary physical quantities. Yeah, the first supplementary physical quantity is plane. The first supplementary physical quantity is plane angle. Plane angle. It is represents with theta. Yeah, we will discuss. The second more thing. The second thing. Solid angle. Solid angle. It is represents with omega. What is meant by theta? Theta is equal to length of the arc by radius. Let us consider a circle is taken. This one of radius is r. Let us consider 2 points A and B. Therefore, this is the arc. We measured between these 2 points. The angle subtended at the center is the theta. It is another statement for theta. The angle between the two straight lines. This is the one straight line. This is also one straight line. The angle between them is theta. That is the two-dimensional angle. This is 2D angle. And solid angle. Solid angle is the three-dimensional angle. Simply we can say that if you take the apple, okay, which is cut into the V shape.
some volume is there na, the angle between that V-shaped wedge is called the solid angle. These all are the discussion about the physical quantity. One more time we will discuss what is the physical quantity. Any measurable quantity is nothing but physical quantity. Any measurable quantity is nothing but physical quantity. Generally, physical quantities are bifurcated into the three ways. The first one is the basic or fundamental physical quantities, and second one is the derived physical quantity. The third one is the supplementary physical quantity. What is meant by fundamental physical quantity? The physical quantity which is independent on any other physical quantity is called the fundamental physical quantity. Generally, the fundamental physical quantities are 7. For the first one is the length, already there. The second one is the mass, and third one is the time. Fourth one is the temperature. Fifth one is the electric current, and the sixth one is the quantity of substance, and the seventh one is the luminous intensity. Already the discussion is over on the fundamental physical quantities. One more thing we will discuss about the derived physical quantity. Yeah, we observe clearly the physical quantity which is independent on which is depends on the fundamental physical quantity. That physical quantity is said to be the derived physical quantity. Generally, in derived physical quantity, we take the any one of the quantity which is definitely depends upon the fundamental physical quantity. We can explain the one example like area of cross section. Let us consider a square. The square side of the square is L. The area of cross section of the square is L square. Like length into length. Generally, the area is a one physical quantity, but that area is depends upon the length. Therefore, this length is in fundamental physical quantity. Definitely, area is a derived physical quantity. The one more discussion about the derived physical quantity, that is called the volume. The volume. What is the formula for density? What is the formula for density? The density is nothing but mass by volume. Already we know mass is the fundamental physical quantity. And what is meant by volume? Let us consider any one of the regular body like a cube or cuboid, sphere, whatever the regular cubical shaped body is taken. Yeah, therefore we take the cube. The length, breadth and height both are all three are same. The volume, the formula for volume of the cube is V equal to length into breadth into height. Therefore, the length is measured in length, breadth is also measured in length, height is also measured in length. Therefore, volume is equal to L cube. This volume is also depends upon the fundamental physical quantity. That's why volume is also a derived physical quantity. This volume is in the denominator of that quantity. Therefore, the density is also derived physical quantity. Therefore, some of the complications to measure the angle, solid angle, etc. like that. That's why that for those type of physical quantities you want to measure, the two different physical quantities are there. They are the supplementary physical quantities. The one is the plane angle. It is represents with theta. This is the two-dimensional angle also. Between two straight lines, we measure the one angle. That angle is theta. That is called the plane angle. The second one is the solid angle. Solid angle is the three-dimensional angle. Simply we can take the apple. Okay, we cut into the V shape. Like this is the part is removed. Therefore, the angle between that wedge shape, the angle between that wedge shape is called the three-dimensional angle. That is nothing but solid angle. Okay, thank you, children.